What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q. You know who. I'm back with another video. I just left Studio Movie Grill. You can see behind me. And actually, I just went and saw Godzilla. Very good movie, but that's not what this video is about today. So, as you know, I did get Red tuned here about 2 weeks ago or so. At my first video with Red in the tune, I was basically just giggling like a schoolgirl. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all an in-depth review of the MPT tune. And we're gonna get started right now. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm in the truck, and as you can see, I got my tuner plugged up here. Let me know if you want me to do a review on these numbers here and what this means. I'm gonna be honest with you all, I have no idea what this stuff means at all. So let me know if you want me to do a review. Comment below and I'll do some research to see what this stuff means. But quick update on my Picasso dash cam here. Man, look at this. The charging port that you plug into the car charger thing actually broke. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get a new one, so we'll see. But yeah, you read the title of the video. So this basically gonna be an in-depth review. I'm gonna do a little driving point of view for you all, just something a little different rather than seeing me the whole time. I've been driving this tune 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, maybe to a month. I'm not 100% sure, guys, to be honest with you. So I want to give more of an in-depth review on what my thoughts on it. And basically get to the first two. For one, yes, it's fast. It's super fast, and it's gonna add a lot of horsepower to your vehicle, to your truck, for sure. Truck, car, whatever it may be, the MPT tune that is. I mean, like I said, MPT reported 109 horsepower gain and 153 pound-feet of torque gain as well. Is their reported numbers. I'm not sure exactly what else was done to that truck that they reported those numbers with, but that's what they're reporting. My truck may be a little different. I will test it one day. I want to see and put on a dyno and see what it tests out as. But so number one, yes, instantly, that's a nice lift the truck. I think they got lives where I live at too. Instantly, the first thing you notice, yes, is the power, is the torque. You definitely feel the difference. I had a few people comment on the video who have the tune as well, and you definitely will notice that the car is much faster. The torque is there, and as you saw in my previous video, when my first ride with the tune, how fast the needle and speedometer was climbing. If you haven't, go back and watch that video. I'm not sure I'm able to do that here against a lot of heavy traffic here, as you can see. With there being more power, the throttle is more sensitive. And what I mean by that is you don't have to apply much pressure anymore to get this thing moving. It kind of just wants to take off all the time. And I compare that to when I first learned how to ride motorcycles. And if you ride motorcycles, you may understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll try my best to explain that here for you. When you ride a motorcycle, when you first learn, the throttle is very sensitive depending on the CC bike you have. If you have 1000 cc, it requires little input of the throttle before it's going to take off. And so that's kind of what I compare this to. Just a slight tap on the throttle. If you give it too much and you're used to driving in stock, trust me, you're going to give it too much off the jump because you're so used to driving in stock. It's going to take off. So you have to learn to actually control the throttle with your foot, how much pressure to apply, because if you apply too much, you're going to find yourself speeding a lot, which is what I was doing the first few times I was riding with this tune. Even in reverse, when I was reversing my first day, I hit the throttle too hard and I almost ran into somebody's store. Not really, but it felt like that. I didn't try to go as fast as I was trying to go backwards. It has more power now, so it doesn't take as much input on the throttle to make the truck go. Which brings me to my next point. When you're giving the truck gas, I noticed that the shifts are definitely a lot more abrupt, especially from first gear to second gear and second gear to third gear. You definitely feel the shifts a lot more than when I used to. Under wide open throttle, when I really put my foot in it, this thing shifts very, very violently, man. I mean, very violently. Yeah, I can't explain it, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's shifting more precisely and faster, but it's very violent when it does shift. Next thing I noticed is also I have gained MPG. My miles per gallon has gone up to almost 1 to 2 miles a gallon, 1.5 to 2 for sure. I think I was averaging now around like 14, almost 15 miles per gallon. Before I put the K in air filter in, I was averaging around 12. I put the K in air filter in, I was averaging around 13. Now I'm averaging around 14.5, almost 15. But there's a drawback to that. With the truck being faster, of course, I want to put my foot in it more often. So the gas mileage does vary depending on how aggressive I'm driving. So those three things I kind of noticed or would expect up front when I got the tune. I did expect more power. I did expect the shifts to be more abrupt based on what I read, and I did expect miles per gallon to increase based on, again, what I read. And you're basically the truck is going to perform better, so it's going to also give you better MPG. These next three things I didn't expect. I didn't expect, one, the truck to feel more dialed in. And what I mean by dialed in, you know, if you own an F150 and you put it in, crap, fucking spider on me. Shit. Sorry guys, I had a freaking spider on me. So I didn't expect the steering to be as responsive as it is. The steering is more responsive. The turning radius, like, the truck feels way more dialed in to what I want to do and what the truck wants to do or needs to do. Even when I'm up to higher speeds now, before the tune, I noticed around 85, 90, the truck felt like it was struggling to get that speed with the lift and the tires on there, right? But now it handles 85, 90. Y'all saw my last video when I was up to 112. It didn't feel like it was struggling to handle that. Even then, the truck still felt planted, very planted. It didn't feel like it wanted to go all over the place, which is, I did have that feeling prior to the tune. So it seems like the truck, like I say, I'm repeating myself, but everything's just more dialed in. Everything's more fine-tuned. The truck handle how it needs to handle and needs to be where it wants to be and needs to be to get what I'm trying to accomplish all the time, if that makes sense. Along with that, with it being more dialed in, I didn't expect it to change the ride of the truck. I will say the ride of the truck has changed. And what I mean by that, the truck rides smoother. It's the craziest thing. With the lifting tires, I didn't expect that to change, but it seemed like the truck is like floating. And I have two people who have already made comments on this. One guy in the comment said, did I notice that the truck rides smoother? He says the first thing he noticed when he got his, he has an MPT tune as well. And I thought it was just me. And then the second time I had a passenger with me, and one of my homeboys, he got in, he said, man, the truck riding good. And I'm like, okay, so it's confirming to me what I thought all along, which was this truck seemed like it's riding smoother and better. It's like a floating feeling, but not like a not grounded feeling. It just seemed like it just rides better. It's just a smoother ride. And I'm not sure that's just because the gearing now is in better place with the transmission and whatnot, with the shifts. But yes, the truck does ride better overall, I will say for sure. Another thing I did not expect to happen when I did the tune was the turbos and the sound. My turbos are way louder than they used to be. You can hear, when I start my truck with the auto start, you can hear the turbos going up. When I'm getting around 2,500 RPMs, you hear those turbos spooling like a lot. And I'm gonna insert a video here really quick so you can hear it. So check this out. So yes, you heard that. You can definitely hear the turbos a lot more. I had another guy ride next to me along with the TSP Slam Cruise event, and I kind of got on it. He was like, dude, that truck is not stock. He's like, I can hear your turbos from like way up there, you know? And I was shocked. I noticed that myself as well. So he just confirmed what I was thinking. I just wasn't sure. The next thing is, a lot of people have told me the trucks, I had one guy saying, man, the truck sounds good. And not the turbos this time, but the actual exhaust itself. And I will say this again, when I automatically start the truck and like a cold start, the exhaust does sound a little more like a grumble, like a rumble, which is, you know, a cool plus, because with the Ecoboost, you're not going to get that anyway. But I can definitely tell that it sounds like it has changed the tune of the exhaust as well. Basically, like I said, if I had to sum it up, overall, basically what it seems like to me is whatever you think sport mode is in your truck, just imagine that times 5. Everything just performs way better. Just a lot better. I mean, would I recommend it? Yes. I probably would never drive another car without a tune unless I just can't tune it. It's just a night and day difference with the truck. But leave some comments below other videos you want to see with the tune. I do have 2 more topics coming up. about the tune. So I don't want to get too much in depth here, like I said, with this, because I don't want to be beating a dead horse and talk about the same thing over and over and over. That was my view of the MPT tune. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully that view was a little different than just looking at me all the time. But that's all I got. Comment below on your experience with the MPT tune, or if you're thinking about getting a tune, you have a tune. If you have another tune, things you notice, or if you've gone from MPT to another tune, comment below. We can talk about it. And yeah, that's all I got. Just like that, y'all have a blessed day. But I'll catch y'all on the next one, baby. Peace.